All right, I really wanted to film a video today about why I'm changing my business model for my done for you services for lead generation and show you a little bit behind the scenes of some data I collected and how this has informed me making a decision to really switch my processes and why it's going to be better for you if you are one of my clients or if you are in this industry in general. So I just want to start off kind of going through these, and then I'll explain what I used to do in terms of done for you lead gen and where I'm shifting to. And there'll be more information coming out about that within the next week, but I wanted to give you guys kind of a behind the scenes tour. So these are all screenshots from my phone because I was doing some research on AI tools, on automation tools, and I knew that I wanted to use these in my business for a little while now, but I just really wanted that raw and real data to show you guys that this switch is actually in your benefit. So this is a platform called Devi. You can see the screenshot. It's AI generated tool to help me gain more Facebook leads. And what I want to draw your attention to is it actually boosts engagement by up to 94%. And so I've already done some videos about Devi. If you haven't seen them, go ahead and go back and watch them. But with Devi, you are actually able to pull Facebook leads through groups. So you add up to 25 groups, then you're able to put in keywords, and then Devi will show you the posts that come up based on those keywords from the groups in that software. And then you just click on that post and you're going to Facebook, and then you can leave your comment there. So again, really nice. I think this is better because what I used to do is I used to go through groups and manually find these. And I know that one, it took me a long time, so I wasn't able to get as many leads as I will now for clients. And two, of course, there's human error, so I would miss some posts as well. All right, on to the next screenshot. So this is also Devi. 90% of people trust a recommended brand. So when you are on Facebook and you're kind of recommending your brand or another person's brand, again, it's not this like Facebook ad popping up, like it's a personal recommendation. Word of mouth brings in 5 times more sales than paid media. So this is kind of Devi versus paid ads. 85% of small businesses are discovered due to word of mouth. So again, not paid media. Around 40 positive customer reviews are required to undo 1 negative review. So again, like not having that mass marketing. And then 77% of brand conversations on social media are people looking for help, information, or advice. So off of these, I want to make a few different comments. One is I'm definitely not against paid media, but I do think when you're starting off, you kind of have to build organically to make sure that your process is so solidified so that when you get tons and tons of leads, you're able to manage them and you're getting the right leads. I know in working with a lot of different companies that paid ads work really well when you are at that level and scaled and you know exactly what you're doing. However, if you are getting a ton of leads, but your offer is not right, it's not going to matter how much money you paid into paid ads, it's not going to work. So I do, when you are starting off your offer, advocate for organic media. I also want to bring attention to this right here, number 5. So 77% of brand conversations on social media are people looking for help, information, or advice. And this is why I'm such a big proponent of Facebook groups and gaining your leads, especially at the beginning of the process, when you are finding those first few clients to handful of clients, because people are actually asking for your services online. So fulfilling that need is so much easier than convincing someone that they need your services. They're already asking for them. We just need to find them efficiently and be on there commenting and showcasing your skills. So that is how AI really helps, is it brings it to your attention. I get a notification every 2 hours that Devi has pulled the information that I've asked for, and then I'm able to respond at that point. All right, this is kind of testimonials about it. So generating 50 to 60 high intent leads saved our team targets, especially when ads are expensive. Cold outreach does not work. So again, we're not cold outreaching using Devi because these are people in Facebook groups that you are a part of. And I love that they're getting 50 to 60 high intent leads. I don't know if that's per week, per month, per day, but I'm guessing that's per week, and I feel like that's a really good number. I also feel like being the person who is doing this without this software, it's absolutely possible, but it takes so much time, and you're going to be paying for the person to go through that time, or you're going to be doing it. So kind of a trade-off there. You could either pay someone to spend hours in your Facebook account, you could do it, or you can utilize a software that does that for you. And so as someone who is trying to service more customers, I definitely think that this is the right arena for me to go down. And so that when I am out of that person's company, they're able to do this on their own and replicate my processes without just this huge time suck. All right, again, Debbie saved me at least 2 to 3 hours a day by monitoring Facebook groups, LinkedIn, and Twitter posts. Then I spent 1 hour to engage in outreach. I love this. And the package that I used to offer with my lead generation was about 1 hour a day of engagement. So I do 20 hours on client account per month. And so if I had had a tool like this, there would have been more people I would have engaged with, because Daniel, this guy, he's spending an hour engaging, not an hour searching. I was doing the searching and the engaging portion. Now all I have to do is engage. All right. This I kind of went through again. People are ready to buy when you are finding them organically and they're asking for this versus the paid media. And this tool is in compliance with social media platforms. So just wanted to recognize that. All right, we're on to ManyChat now. So ManyChat is another tool that I am excited about using in client accounts. What it does is if you have a resource or whatnot, you actually say, like in your post, like say the name free course. And if someone says that in the comments, it'll automatically DM them the link to that. You can also set up more automation in there. So you can ask for people's like phone numbers. You could have automated messages going out. And then from that point, you could take it into a real human conversation. And the thing that I love about this, and the thing that I can really utilize with this in being in lead generation, is that we don't want to spend our time talking to people who are never going to buy from us. Like, we do want to help them and give them the resources, but we could almost filter them through a sequence with AI, and then the people that are like really intent on buying from us, then we can pick up those conversations. So I think this is brilliant. I love that instead of someone waiting for a response for a long time, they get it immediately. So when you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram and you're seeing this free resource that you really want, and you get it in the moment, you're likely to kind of dive down that arena and check out the free resource, and you're really excited about it, versus asking for that resource and then someone getting back to you 12 hours. You're probably not in the mood to look at it anymore. It's probably left your brain. You don't remember what it was. You have other things on your mind. And so I do think that this resource is going to get a lot more eyeballs on your content. It's going to make people more satisfied with your customer experience, and you're able to really devote the time you need to those leads that are really hot. So what this does is it answer every single question, comment, and story, reply 24/7 to attract more leads, increase sales, and drive higher conversions. I like this because as a lead generation professional, then you're kind of going in and monitoring the software and having those deeper conversations, versus trying to go in multiple times. Again, less cost to the client because you're not managing as much. Or if you're a solopreneur and you're doing this on your own, you don't want to be tied to your phone 24/7. If you have someone who's hot and ready to get a resource, you want to be able to enjoy your day and have this take care of it, and you can pop in when you need to. All right. So use chat marketing to drive more sales on autopilot. So DM me ebook to get a free camping checklist today. If someone DMs you that, ManyChat's taking care of it. The person got the resource. You are fulfilling their requirements, and you could be doing something totally different. And I definitely believe in a work-life balance these days. So Love that. Supercharge your lead generation. So attract and engage with customers where they are when they're ready. Capture the email addresses and phone numbers for up to 80% of your leads. Add them automatically to your database. So yeah, you can have them fill out a form and you can get this all set up where you can be asking for their email and phone number if that is applicable. And I think that's brilliant because you're taking the person off of social media and getting them onto something that you own, which is your phone number or email address. Alrighty. And this increases conversion rates by up to 90%. So never let a lead slip away. So because this is replying versus you having to do all the automation, you're not missing those people. It's being taken care of. You're able to follow up. You're able to kind of automate the follow-ups if you need to. And then you're not running these expensive ads. So again, if you are running ads, this is still applicable. You could have this tied to an ad, but if you're not, you can still kind of have this automation going and your business is running in the background. All right. And we already went over this, automatically reply to the messages. And here's some testimonials off of ManyChat. So this person, it helped drive over $70,000 in course sales in 3 weeks. She saw a massive increase in conversions and engagement within a week of using ManyChat and haven't stopped using keywords since. It's $25 monthly investment that has tripled my ROI and saved me so much time. So that is in her own words. And so super excited about ManyChat. On to the next tool. This is apollo.io. This is an email marketing / it ties to LinkedIn. I'll be doing a full training on Apollo, but I wanted to show you what's possible here. So you can find and convert perfect leads. So you can find, contact, and close your ideal buyers with over 270 million contact and streamlined engagement workflows powered by AI. World's most up-to-date lead database. Whether you need 1,000 new leads or 100,000 verified emails and phone numbers, Apollo's living database of 270 million plus contacts has you covered. So all those people who are saying, like, I have no leads, here we go. Like, there is an abundance of leads out there. You can create a pipeline and close deals. So everything you need to connect with your ideal buyers all in one platform. Use sequences to email, call, and connect on LinkedIn, supported by the world's leading sales AI. You could see this 100K leads enriched daily, 10% increase in win rate, 10% increase in ACV. And you can see out of all the softwares, Apollo's ranking super high in terms of AI softwares to use. All right, I'm going to go back to Apollo for a second here because I do think that there's so much to be said about having this abundance of leads and really being able to reach your ideal client. It's never been easier, guys. And so by me having this limited view before where I am engaging on people's social media, sometimes I was doing research, pulling email addresses off of websites, or doing these kinds of things. Like, I used Apollo for a client before and it was super helpful because we were able to connect with her clients on LinkedIn. We were able to have valid email addresses to do a cold outreach campaign for her business. And cold outreach, guys, is a numbers game, right? So you want to find really your ideal client and you want to mass market this. And Apollo really lets you do that. And so not utilizing this, you're just kind of leaving money on the table. Like I said, Apollo, or maybe I didn't say, but the entry plan is free. You can connect your email address. You're able to search for people. You're able to send emails, set up these flows. I don't know why it's not worth it in a lead gen capacity. And so being able to kind of add this into my services, if it's the right fit for my client at the time, it's just going to be so invaluable. All right. Going into LinkedIn. So there's a lot of LinkedIn automations. This one specifically is called Dripify. I've also used LinkedIn Helper, and I've heard of other ones called Closely and Connected. So you have your pick of the litter here with LinkedIn. But basically what all these do is you set up a messaging sequence and LinkedIn works while you are not in it. So you can send an invite, wait an hour, send a message, wait a day, like send another message. And you're able to actually see who gets through that funnel and then engage with those people versus the ones who probably would never respond back to you anyway. And the last one I'm going to show you, I haven't used it yet, but I've seen a video on it and I'm excited to try it out. It's called Instantly. It's an email marketing platform. 10 times your leads, meetings, and deals. It scales your outreach campaigns with unlimited email sending, warm up, B2B lead database, and generative AI. So I'll talk more about that once I dive into it a little bit deeper. But I just wanted to end this video by saying that where I used to be with lead gen is kind of doing everything by hand, doing everything, searching, finding. And like I said, I was doing these packages where clients would buy 20 hours of my time. And then in return, I would work on their lead gen in their account for that specified amount of time. Then once that was maxed out, like either they got results from it, which was the win-win scenario, or, they were building up and that wasn't enough for them to see the results, but I was still doing the work. So obviously needing to be compensated for that. But where I really want to take my lead gen process right now, and I'm still kind of going through the framework of exactly how I want to offer this, but I want to utilize AI in people's businesses because I know it'll help me get a better result for them, and it will help them, if they decide to take it over, have their time back as well and just be able to capture more leads, be able to scale their businesses even higher. And so this is a new era. They say that the people who are going to make it through this, because I would imagine that appointment setters are probably going to be obsolete within the next few years because of this, but appointment setters and lead generation specialists who know how to use AI and implement it are going to be who you want to work with. So what I envision is auditing people's businesses, kind of seeing what their lead gen looks like. And so when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about people who already are getting sales in their business, people who already have a product set up or a service set up, people who are already getting messages in their account. So if you're just starting, this probably isn't the right service for you. But if you're kind of more established, what I envision is going through and doing more of a VIP day format where I look at your business as a whole, kind of see how you're already getting leads, and how you may be missing opportunities, which softwares would be great to implement in your business. I'd give you like a written account of this afterwards within a week. So evaluating what you're doing, researching the best options for you, and giving a whole written account. And then the rest would be kind of optional. So if you needed someone to build these systems, build these flows out for you, I would be able to do that as well. So if you wanted ManyChat automations built, if you wanted your automated email sequence built, if you wanted to integrate things together and make it more efficient, I'd be able to build that out for you. That would be a custom price depending on what you wanted. And then the next step, which again would be optional, is just the monitoring of all of this and data analytics and going in and messaging. So I'd still be doing some done for you lead gen in terms of messaging those clients, being able to keep track of where they're at, messaging any leads, getting them to your calendar. But it would be less work on my end and it would be more efficient for you because you would get more bang for your buck, as I'm not the one actively searching for these leads. I'm mostly just following up. So it'd be less of a time commitment, greater results, and you'd have the most up-to-date software. And we would evaluate it periodically just to make sure you're up to date. But that is what I envision for lead gen in my lead gen business moving forward. So if this sounds exciting, please let me know. This is the first time I really spoke about it on social media. So super curious to hear your thoughts, what you are thinking for your business in the future and how automation would help you and maybe what your roadblocks are. So when I've mentioned this to friends, a lot of them say it's the tech and just getting that set up. So that's why I want to offer that done for you setup portion. And some people say it's everything, like they want to be 100% hands off, which is why I would do the tech setup and then the monitoring. And some people it's just that initial audit of like, they wouldn't even know where to start. And so having second pair of eyes on the business and just seeing what they can implement would be helpful. So I'd love to hear which one you are and what your thoughts are. So hope you are having a great day and look forward to making more videos soon.